Are you losing followers on Instagram? Not getting any Snapchat views? Not as big as Lil Tay?
I dropped 200 racks on this car and I'm only 9 years old.
Supreme Patty?
Oh, big lemons.
Or Whoa Vicky?
So whoa.
Well, I have the perfect solution for you. Just buy my book. It's only $9.99.99, and I guarantee you this will help you grow. Nah, I'm just kidding. But today, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to grow your presence on social media. So I read an article on Forbes magazine. It was 5 personality traits that entrepreneurs possess. The first one is passion. The second one's resilience. The third one is a strong sense of self. The fourth one is flexibility. And the fifth one is vision. Okay, so the first one's pretty obvious with passion. You actually have to like what you're doing, because if you don't like what you're doing, you're gonna have nothing that wants to drive you further with what you're trying to grow. So just make sure you have a passion for what you're really doing and what kind of content that you're posting. For the second one, resilience, it's gonna be hard when starting off, so you're not gonna grow immediately like some of these other people like Whoa Vicky or Lil Tay, but you're gonna like start off slow at first. But you have to be really resilient and make sure you stay focused to keep pushing forward no matter what happens, because once you give up, like it's gonna be over immediately. But if you keep pushing on, you'll have a higher chance of getting up there. So having a strong sense of self means just being really confident with yourself and not letting anything else take you down. So you're the only person that can like make your own future. Like no one else is gonna like make your future for you. So you're the one making it yourself. So if you have a strong sense of self and you're really self-confident, then you're definitely gonna push through and make that dream a reality. So with flexibility, what that means is you're gonna have to kind of adjust your original content to a little bit what the audience wants. You still wanna keep the content your own and make it original, but you do also wanna pay attention to what your audience wants. Some things that I do, I look through the comments and either sometimes ask people for feedback and use that to improve my videos or improve my posts on social media. So basically what you do is just pay attention to your audience a lot and just make sure that you try to incorporate what they want into your content. So one of the most important things is vision, and that's being able to see into the future. You should only have the end goal in your mind, because what this is going to do, it's going to want to make you drive further and have more motivation to finish and actually make your goal accomplished. So just make sure you set goals for yourself so you have a vision to complete those goals in the future. Okay, so the next tip that I have for you guys is to make a specific audience. And this is important because if your audience is too broad, then you may not have that many returning people coming to your content. If you're more specific, then they know at least all your videos are gonna be what they like. So when you have a more specific audience, it's gonna be more potential to get more views and stuff like that. And I know this from personal experience because I actually used to make videos that had a lot of different kinds of audiences. And once I narrowed it down to one or just a couple, then I started getting more views than before. So another tip that I have is to make sure you actually post consistently. And with this, it's so people can come back at any day and then see if you have more content to view. Because if you don't post as consistent, then there's not gonna be that much content for the viewer to view. And I've experienced this because while I've been in college, I've been a little bit more busy, and because I haven't posted as much, my views have dropped a little bit. They haven't dropped too much, but I've noticed just a little bit because I haven't been posting as much. And mainly, make sure you use all the social media that you can. So with Instagram, Snapchat, or YouTube, just make sure you post that as much as you can. For Instagram, I'd say probably maybe make a post like every other day, if not every day, especially if you're trying to grow. For YouTube, it's a little bit difficult because you have to actually edit your videos more, so maybe every 3 days or something like that. And then Snapchat can pretty much be the same as Instagram. So basically just use any platform possible and then try to use that to grow your content. Okay, so the fourth tip that I have is for using your social media. Don't use it too much to promote your main content. You want to give it kind of its own purpose, and that's mainly because if all you post about is like, oh hey, I have a new video, or oh there's something new, go check it out, then it's gonna get a little tiring for people to view, and they're not gonna view that as much. They'll just only look at the main one. So if you give somewhat of a purpose for your social media, you might get more followers that are different, and you won't have just the ones that are only on your main one. So try to give each its purpose and don't try to reference it to the main one too much. You can still reference it, but just don't do it too much. Okay, so the final tip that I have for you guys is to make sure you keep everything professional. And mainly this is because it makes the quality look a lot better. So just try to spend more time with your editing, Or let's say if you have an Instagram, if you're taking a photo, try to make it nice if you're taking it from your phone, but if you have an actual camera like a DSLR, then maybe take it through that, put it to your phone, then upload it there, because then it's gonna look more professional, the quality is gonna be higher up, and maybe use certain editing programs if you're filming from your phone on the computer and then put it on YouTube. So there's anything you can do to make the quality better, and that's just gonna make it more enjoyable for the viewer, and they're gonna wanna return to see more videos. Alright guys, so that's gonna wrap up the video. Huge thanks to Fisa for helping me film some of the clips. And just know, you don't have to use these 5 tips to grow. There's many other different ways, but these are the 5 tips that I mainly use to help me grow. The main things is just never giving up and just always just having a passion for it, and then you'll be sure to grow. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments down below, and then just make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks.